All right, number 5 of the 21 key takeaways that I highlight in One Rental at a Time really was a summary of my 15 years from a single rental home to financial freedom. Number 5 is not one I've heard talked about, right? Some people talk about it in passing, basically saying, hey, don't buy negative cash flow properties, things of that nature. You often get people in high priced areas say, hey, appreciation matters, all that stuff. Well, again, we have the unique position of talking to you after being through the up and the down cycle and frankly the return. And I can only tell you the only thing that survived, that we were able to survive, is we didn't have any alligator properties. And I use the word alligator because I want the imagery of an alligator eating bags full of money. And be very, I talk about this in the book with a real life example. I've never bought an alligator property, but I inadvertently created an alligator property. So let me tell you about that. The first property we ever bought, it obviously starts terribly, but after that first 6 months of pain, it turned around. We did a cash out refi probably 2.5 years later, and we took the maximum. We didn't know any different. I figured the bank would be conservative and not lend me more than the building would cash flow, right? So I can make the payment. Wrong. I had a decent credit score and a decent income, and they loaned me the max. And it wasn't until like the second month, I'm like, what is going on? Why am I paying, I'm going to make up the numbers, 1,000, and my net cash flow, sent to me is 800. I have to take $200 out of my account to feed this thing? That sucks. So never buy an alligator, but equally important in today's environment with all these cash out refis, don't create one. Take less cash. Because I can tell you that property was negative cash flow for every single month I owned it after the refi. And it wasn't until I sold it like 18 months after the refi that headache was gone. If the market turns on you and you have a negative cash flow or alligator property, it is going to hurt. Now, we're going to sail through 2020, I suspect maybe even 21. But boy, we will eventually have a down cycle again. And if you have a negative cash flow or what I call alligator property, it's going to be a problem. So do me a favor. If you've created or you bought a rental property in the last 5 to 7 years and are sitting on a bunch of equity and you want to go get some cash out to buy the next one, which I fully support, I've done a lot of that, just calculate the payment. Make sure you are not creating an alligator property. And then for my friends in Silicon Valley and New York and other high price markets that say, hey, I can afford negative cash flow because the Saratoga home or the Los Gatos home always goes up 5, 6, 8, 10%, and I'll make it up on appreciation. Nope. Sorry. Don't do that. You get caught in one cycle, you're toast. You get caught in one hiccup and you're toast. I understand why the math looks good. I understand the sexiness of appreciation on $1 million homes. But if you can't hold it through a horrible real estate cycle, it's going to eat you alive. Hence what I call alligator properties. So number 5 of my key 21 takeaways from investing in one rental at a time, it is don't buy or create alligators. Take care. Have fun.